So something I was talking to someone about the other day is how oftentimes we're willing to do more for other people than we are for ourselves. What do I mean by that? Well, basically I mean that I need to get this kick off. Okay, we got it. No big deal. Okay, it's just sitting in the middle now. That's awkward. That's fine. Okay, focus on what you're trying to say. So what I mean by that is basically that a lot of times when we're like depressed or having a hard day or whatever, we're not even able to do the bare minimum for ourselves. Like, just get up, take care of yourself, keep your room clean, whatever. Like, eat 3 meals, drink water, all the things. Bro, my fiance gets on me all the time for not just drinking water. And I'm like, you don't understand how hard it is. Alright, my point is... No! My point is that we're often not able to do the bare minimum for ourselves, but when someone else is going through a hard thing, the first thing we want to do is like pick up the slack for them. Especially as men, I think, because we're kind of like, something inside of us just wants to be like a provider, take care of your family, you know? Not saying that women can't also provide, but there's something different about as a man that you're just kind of like, it's ingrained into you. You're like, I gotta do this. You know, I gotta man up. I gotta be the provider in the relationship, whatever. That's obviously especially true in relationships, but like any type of friendship, even there's a part of you that's just like, yeah, I got this, even when you don't, which is a little awkward, but that's a different conversation. But I've been trying to figure out why that is. Like, why is it that, you know, usually I think most people in one sense struggle with like selfishness and only looking out for themselves and doing what's best for themselves at the expense of others. But then in that sense, it's like we're too selfless. Like, it feels like a really weird inconsistency in human psychology. And I've been trying to figure out why that even is. My theory to that is that I need to go back right now because he's going to send it towards my goal. No. What? My theory is that we do honestly care about ourselves more than other people a lot at the end of the day. We can be very selfish people, but at the same time, we don't actually know what is best for us. What do I mean by that? Well, like, say for instance, like oh man. Send it, let's go! What do I mean by that? Well, basically, every selfish act that you can think of is ultimately most likely gonna eventually be detrimental to yourself as well. Like, if you choose to rob somebody because you're only looking out for yourself, eventually, you know, maybe you get away with it once or twice, but if you get caught, it's gonna be way worse for you in the end. You're like, bro, just don't get caught. Well, that's valid, but, you know. I'm trying to make a point here. Every selfish thing that people do is ultimately detrimental to themselves and their own psyche in some way. Because we were designed in every part of us is designed to love other people, but like we don't know how. It's a very weird dynamic. Well, that was a free goal. Let's go. Oh, I just realized we're tied. We might need to sweat for a second. Please. Come on. Oh, I'm actually stressing so much. Do we have time to grab this? We have to. No, that wasn't worth it. That was very much not. Okay. Well, I'll continue this story in the next video, in the next game then. My main point is that both problems have a root cause, and that's that we don't really know how to love. We don't know how to love ourselves, and we don't know how to love the people around us. And those two things come out in different ways, right? For yourself, you don't sometimes know how to take good care of yourself. And for other people, sometimes you end up just doing whatever you think is best for... Whoa, what was that? How long does it take to tell one simple story, make one good point, bro? I'm trying to cook, but there's like 6 other people on the stove right now. It's terrible. And the reason that I think that that's the case is because of the fact that we probably don't really have the right perspective of what love actually is. What love really is it's a sacrifice that you make every single day. There's a lot more to love than that. But hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Love is a sacrifice. It's doing what you need to do for the better of somebody, and that can include yourself. Despite what you want, like, in the immediate moment. Because what you want in the moment is not always what you actually need. Like, no, how did we let him score that? Like, maybe, for instance, it's late and you're trying to sleep, and then your friend hits you up like, bro, I'm so lonely, or like, I'm depressed, whatever, I need help. I'm gonna be depressed after this game, bro. And in that situation, you might be tempted to be like, nah, I don't really want to help this guy. I want to fall asleep right now. Let's go! Beautiful shot. Dude, can we please have longer than like 2 seconds in between shots? Because I need to tell my story. You might be tempted to do something in the present that you think is better for yourself, but ultimately, it's not better for either person. Because if you do choose to make that sacrifice and say, you know what, my friend needs me, I got his back, then you're going to leave that conversation feeling more fulfilled anyways. You're going to feel a lot better than if you had just, like, gotten good sleep. Like, yeah, you'll get better sleep, but, like, that's kind of shallow. Like, you can catch up on sleep later. But if you help out a friend, then you feel more fulfilled through it. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? Can I save this? I can. Let's go. Doesn't matter. That train of thought applies to yourself too, because sometimes you don't know how to love yourself because you're doing what you want in the moment, but you're not sacrificing for yourself either. Like, when you're really depressed, bro, doing the basic things kind of is a sacrifice, because what you would rather do is just be in your feelings and kind of like throw a pity party, which sometimes low-key kind of eats. But after a while, you gotta pick yourself up, bro. You gotta pick yourself up and you gotta keep moving forward. And I get that that's a sacrifice sometimes. I do. It really is a sacrifice. I don't think a lot of people would see it like that, because it's like, bro, you're just... But it really is a sacrifice sometimes to just take care of yourself and take care of the people around you. And when you do that, it'll work out better for you anyways.